Hi everyone, Nurse Susan here. So the first product that I want to talk about is kind of my foundation of the cannabis protocols that I develop for my patients. CBD is an excellent multifaceted compound within the cannabis plant that does not cause any intoxication. It's commonly used for mild to moderate pain relief. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, it's great for seizure disorders, and it also relieves anxiety. It's a muscle relaxant, it's an antidepressant, without having any intoxication. And that's one of the common things that people ask me about is, do I have to get high if I use cannabis as medicine? And the answer is no. And another question is, do I have to smoke it? And the other answer is no. So as an example, here is Charlotte's Web. This is from the Stanley Brothers. This is from Colorado. And this is your basic unadulterated cannabis oil. There's about 50 milligrams according to the packaging per serving, which is about a half of a milliliter. And you just put it under your tongue. You leave it there for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then you swallow it. In terms of dosing, you want to start with about half of what the packaging recommends. So the packaging says to use a full dropper. I always start with a half a dropper because you never know how people are going to respond. And it's always good to start very low dose and slowly increase. So I usually start at a half of a dropper. You do that for about 3 days. If you're not feeling anything, go ahead and bring it up to a full dropper. If you're still not feeling anything after a few days, then you can go to a dropper and a half. Again, if you're not feeling, then you can go up to 2 droppers. There's really no upper limit on the dosage for CBD. However, cannabis is expensive and more is not better. You don't get any additional benefits. So, why take the unnecessary amount? You're just paying for nothing. So anyway, so that's how you dose CBD, is you slowly increase it over time, paying very close attention to how your body feels. Once you feel like, it's a calming influence, you are having less of a stress reaction, your pain is relieved, your inflammation is calming down. If you're using this for a seizure disorder, I highly recommend you work with a nurse practitioner or physician who are specializing in cannabinoid medicine and get their guidance. So the Stanley Brothers are from Colorado. And what I like to do is use different products from different regions because a lot of things affect the plant, which in turn affects how the plant works in the body. So the different soils, the different weather, the different altitudes, all of those come into play in terms of the end product of the plant. So I will be highlighting different products from different areas. The first one is Colorado. I usually also highlight products from California, products from Hawaii, all over in the United States, because we only want to use USA grown hemp. You do not want to use any products that come from China. China is known for its pollution, and hemp as a plant is a bioaccumulator. So if there are any toxins or heavy metals in the soil, the plant sucks it right up into the plant. And then when you process that plant, you're actually ending up with pesticides or contaminants in your medicine, which you want to avoid. Here in the US, we have much stricter growing regulations. So I always use USA grown, lab tested, products. So there are a lot of things that CBD is helpful for. Really, there's not enough time for me to go through all of them. I just gave you like the top of the iceberg. I do have an app. It's free. It's for medical patients or people who work with medical patients with cannabis therapy. It's called Nurse Susan. It's on the App Store. Like I said, it's free. And it does a lot of teaching on all the different compounds in the plant, how to dose it, recommended products, etc. So feel free to download that and really educate yourself on how to use cannabis best for whatever your issues are. So if you would like to purchase Charlotte's Web, in the description below there's going to be a link. It will take you directly to the Stanley Brothers website, so you can read all you want to read about the product. If you're ready to buy, or if you would like to support my channel, which I would really appreciate, you can go directly to my store. And I always use the same price that the manufacturer uses. I never add anything to it. In fact, if you find that it's on sale with Stanley Brothers, I will honor that price. But if you're ready to buy, there is a link in the description below, and you can just click on that and go right to my store. And just for total transparency, I want everybody to know that I don't get paid to do these videos by any of these brands. I think it's important for me to have a completely unbiased, truthful recommendation, because really this is medicine. I'm a cannabis patient myself. I have a neurological movement disorder called essential tremor. And cannabis helped me to completely get off of my anti-seizure medications that I needed to take to manage my tremor. So I'm very grateful for this plant. I really want people to understand how to use it because it really is so beneficial. So if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to send me a comment if you have any questions. I love questions. I also have a website. It's called dearnursesusan.com, kind of after Dear Abby for those of you of my generation. And there's a lot more information on my website as well, and information on how to contact me if you want to contact me outside of YouTube. Okay, so that is my very first product review with more to come. Okay, thanks a lot.